What is happening? Good evening, Moolah. Jason Shappert here. So great to see so many of you on here early as well. I see you piling on over here. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. What is happening, everybody? Another absolutely amazing night. Welcome to the stream. Day 8 of the 14-day Moolah Challenge, and just so excited that you are here working to make 2025 your best financial year yet. Like it is literally, that simple. If you know somebody that needs to hear this message, again, please share this on TikTok, share this on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're going to be diving into. We've been spending so much time on mindset and debt and eliminating debt. We talked yesterday, Rami, I saw your comment yesterday. You're remembering one foot in front of the other. We're talking about that. And then tonight, we're really working to get our hands dirty with a simple strategy that literally everybody can do. And it is that one foot in front of the other strategy. We talked about where you want to go on the map and where you really are. I mean, over these past 8 days, we have done a lot, and I'm so blessed and so thankful to be spending time with you all this evening as well. So, hey to everybody out there. Great to have you on here. If you saw today's video, you know this was your homework to be here for this live stream. So thank you for doing that. Tonight, I'm going to geek out a little bit on some math. And if you're not a math person, that's okay. I'm going to show you the easy math. And I'm going to show you the easy way to do this. And I'm going to show you what we've been working on here at Moolah to make it even better, even easier for you to put that one foot in front of the other. What we're talking about this evening is $5 a day. Now listen to me. You can invest $5 a day. Now, there's a few thoughts flying through your head right now. What are they? Some of you are thinking, I can't afford $5 a day. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. We've been building up to this for the past 8 or 7 nights, right? Tonight's it's the 8th night tonight. That's like driving Uber, taking 2 people somewhere, right? They give you a good tip and you're okay. That's like waiting 2 tables, maybe 1 table. That's bartending a few drinks. Like whatever that is, you can come up with $5 a day. You may already have it. You may need to cut some things back. I always give the funny analogy. You've got Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, HBO Max. You've got all these things. Like you could just cut back on some of those and probably end up being okay too. And I'm not here to take away. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to beat the myth, and it is a myth, that you cannot save $5 a day, because I'm here to tell you that you can save $5 a day. The second thing that may have crossed your mind when I talk about investing $5 a day is that can't be impactful. I mean, $5 a day, I'm doing my math, 5 times 365, that's $1,825 a year, Jason. How can that ever turn into anything meaningful? I'm going to show you that here today. $5 a day is this is spare change kind of stuff. And it very much can be meaningful. This is your step towards the blessing. This is your step towards the abundance you are called for. This is your step towards making 2025 your best financial year yet. That's what we're working towards. That's what we're doing in everything. So again, like, subscribe, share if you know somebody that needs to hear this message as well, because that is really our strategy in everything we're setting out to do here. Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can invest $5 a day. And the next thing is like, where do I put it? What do I do? How do I know I'm not going to get ripped off? Well, we are going to show all of that as well. First, let's dive into the math. By the way, if you're in the comments, hop in the comments, say hey. So I know you're not just like, don't be a wallflower out there. My wife was in the comments and said, hey, hi, sweetie. She's like on the other side of the house, just like yesterday. I asked her if she wanted to be on the live stream tonight. She said, maybe tomorrow. So we'll see. Maybe we can talk her into it tomorrow. She's way smarter than I am, and certainly prettier. Hunter will tell you that. Hunter knows, right, Hunter? Magda's way better. Everybody knows that. Good to see you on TikTok, Hunter. Let's get into it here. Let me screen share quickly. If you're looking at this on a phone, I'll do my best to make it big. So for those of you that just jumped on, we're talking about the power of investing $5 a day. Yes, it is meaningful. Yes, you can do it. You can either make more, you can cut back, whatever it takes. It exists. And even more importantly, it's available to you. So let's go and work on this together here real quick. So let me screen share quickly here. All right, let me, that's my keynote. Let me go find keynote. You see it. I don't necessarily see it. Let me zoom in just a little bit here for those on mobile devices. I think this slide I can take in a little bit more. The other slides I might have to back out a little bit. Okay, watch this. $5 a day at 8%. Hold on, time out. Some of you right now are going, whoa, 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 whoa. Where's this 8% coming from? 8% is the average return. It's actually even greater than that. I'll show you in just a second. The average return of the S&P 500, which is an index of the 500 largest companies and their stocks. By buying one index, you buy a very small portion of all 500 companies, thus giving you the diversification, kind of the blanket, rather than trying to make one big risk in the stock market, using something like an index fund. And I'm going to show you the very affordable ones. Many big places, and I respect these companies greatly, but some, like if you want to get in the good Vanguard funds and stuff, you have to start with $10,000, and not everybody has that. I'm showing you the funds and the way you can do just $5 a day. So back to our screen. At $5 a day at 8% annually. First year, you're right. You are right. It's not that exciting. I get it. You invested $1,825, 5 times 365. It grew to $1,896.86. You know, big whoopee here. But this is where the power of compounding begins. As we begin to scroll on down. Now, Hunter, you're 30 years old, right? So let's keep on going here. Let's scroll this thing all the way on down, At the end of 35 years, Hunter, $5 a day. That's like one tip bartending, right? You probably did better than that, right? We can all come up with $5 a day. That's you solo a student. That's like, and you get a tip for it. Do they still do that? I don't know. $326,000. Don't tell me that $5 a day can't grow into something. Don't tell me that small seeds don't grow into big things, because they truly do. That's the honest truth. Small seeds grow into big things, but you have to be willing to plant those seeds. Plant them in the good soil, put those out there. And unfortunately, not everybody out there is willing to do that. It goes back to what we were talking about last night, Rami. 1 foot in front of the other. 1 foot in front of the other. That's what it all goes back to. So let's go back to our slides here real quick. Now you're wondering, okay, Jason, this is cool, but I don't get this S&P 500 thing and everything else. Let me show it to you. What you're seeing on your screen now, I realize on mobile it might be a little small. I will zoom in here in just a second. I want you to see it. This is the last 90 years of the S&P 500. The gray bars are recessions. This is the last 90 years and how the S&P 500 is going. All these gray lines are times we had recessions. You can see, right? Great Depression here, ouch, right? Continuing on through. Here's September 11th. Here's 2008. Look at what COVID, hold on, let me put it in the middle of the screen here for everybody. This is September 11th. This is 2008 housing crisis. This is COVID. Like, what a little, some of you are like, COVID was such a big part of your life, and maybe you even like, you got it yourself, whatever it is, like everybody knows what COVID is. Right? Just like everybody knows what September 11th is. Look at what a little sliver in time it is in the grand scheme of things. Just a tiny little recession that lasted for a second there and worked its way right back out of it. Over the past 90 years, the S&P 500 has grown 9.4. I just did the last math on 8% growth. Take it a step further. If you just look at the past 30 years, just a 30-year window here, The S&P 500 has grown on average 10.7%. So on average, even with September 11th, even with 2008, even with COVID, it's still grown 10.7%. So let's take it a step further. Let's do your $5 a day now, and let's do it at 9%. Let's do it at 9%. Because I just told you last 30 years is 10.7%. I'm going to even round down from that, call it 9%. Let's look what we do. $5 a day. Again, I've done the math for you here. $411,000 at the end of 35 years. This is why time is your friend, Hunter and others. Rami, we'll get to some fourth quarter strategies here soon. I know you're thinking, okay, Jason, that's great, but I've only got till the fourth quarter. I've got like 10 years and I want to retire. I've got less than that. I can't retire on 28 grand, Jason. I get it. And we'll get to that strategy as well here in a second, Rami. But again, for those of you that have the time, my goodness. Now, take it a step. By the way, 9%, 1% more, 35 years is $411. What was our other one? 326 at 8%. A 1% difference is worth almost $100,000 more. Do you understand now why your interest rates on your mortgages are so critical? Because a mortgage is about 30 years. I gave you a 35-year example. And 1 percentage point, that's just on $5 a day. Your mortgage is much more than $5 a day, trust me. 1 percentage point is the difference between almost $100,000. If you make the minimum payment on a 4% mortgage versus a 5% mortgage, it becomes significant because that is how compound interest works. One more thing I want to show you here on my slides. Let me adjust my zoom so those watching it on a vertical platform can see it better. You ready for this? If you increase that, kept the 9%, but did $10 a day, it's $776,000 in 35 years. This is not hard to do. This is passive investing. This isn't day trading. This is what my wife and I have been doing for years. Small wins. 1 foot in front of the other, slowly stashing away. We do it not only in our brokerage account, we also do it in our retirement accounts. And I just need to put my dad hat on for a second. Don't make fun of me, Hunter and Rami. I got to put my dad hat on. I have 3 kids now. I'm allowed to put my dad hat on. If you do not have a retirement account, an IRA and a 401k, you can have both. I need you to set one up. It is that, Hunter, you're 30 years old. It is so important. Obviously, if where you work, Hunter, has a 401k, hop in it, but also set up an IRA. And if not, just set up the IRA. I'll show you exactly how to do it, where to do it, and everything else. But it is so vitally important. And I'm telling you, it's small stuff. I want you to think about that Starbucks coffee a little bit different next time. I want you to think about the spending that you do. I want you to think about signing up for that 7% interest rate on your mortgage a little bit differently next time. I want you to think about paying the minimum payment on your credit card a little differently next time. Compound interest is amazing when it pays you. It is not amazing when you have to pay it. That is when it becomes very, very expensive. Very expensive. And that's what I need you to be so mindful of and watch and make sure we are avoiding falling into that trap. You know, it's not only about we're always so focused on making more money. It's not about making more money. It's about keeping more. And a way to do that is what we spoke about yesterday, automating our savings, paying ourselves first. That is what's so vitally important. Let me grab a sip of water here real quick. That's what's so vitally important. So I want to show you something now. We've been working on this. Thank you. Hunter said, hashtag quality dad advice. It's probably trending now. I mean, just because you said it. Thank you. Your dad would be proud. Okay. Your dad would be proud too, Hunter. Anyways, I want to show you all something. Something I'm very proud of that my wife and I have been working on very, very diligently. And that is the technology piece to help you do all of this. So over the past 9 months, my wife Magda and I have been building out the Moolah app, which essentially does exactly everything I just showed you, all for you, helps you automate the process, gets you access to the funds that you once had to have tens of thousands of dollars to invest in, now available to you. We include things like included life insurance in there, all these things to help set you up and set your family up for future success. We're also working on a banking product, debit card, savings, budgeting, everything else in there as well. We are launching this week. I am just pending Apple's final blessing. I was hoping to say, hey, go download it tonight, but maybe tomorrow night or the next night. I am just pending Apple's final blessing on this. I would love everyone to really hop in there and see that. I want to screen share a demo, a sandbox account for you so you can really see it to get you set up. So let me turn on my iPhone mirroring here real quick. And Android will be a fast follower here too. Let me change that's my screen sharing. Let me screen share my iPhone mirroring. And yes, Hunter, here is your sneak peek. Oh, that's Magda and Sophia in the background, if you can see that. Anyways, so this is a sandbox account of Moolah, so you can see it. Pink, purple, and blue, Hunter. Had to sneak in the blue. The girls voted for the pink and purple. Hope that's okay. Why are investing apps so complex, right? Why can't we just clearly see, am I up? Am I down? What's available for investing? What's not? Am I up on my Tesla position or am I down? Am I up on my Apple position or am I down? Why can't I see these sort of things? That's what we look to set up. In addition to that, we're doing a Moolah match life insurance. When you put $1,000 in Moolah, I'm going to match it with a $1,000 life insurance policy payable to the beneficiary of your choice. And as you grow beyond that, I'll match it up to 10%, up to $10,000 as well, just so you can start building your nest to protect your family in. But that's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is really diving, oopsies. Oh, now you got to see Sophia. Hold on one second. Where'd my iPhone mirroring go? iPhone mirroring. Let me go back here. That's Sophia with my blue light computer glasses. iPhone mirroring. Oh, I moved it to this top monitor. I knew that. Jason. There we go. All right. Back to mirroring. Now that you got to see Sophia better. So on the investing side, what I was telling you about, and by the way, we score every stock. We take the decision making out of it. It's actually 56 different factors that look and say, okay, Hunter is 30. She lives here. She's married. These are her goals. This is what she wants to do. These are what she wants to accomplish. And then here's 49 other financial factors. And we give each person an individualized score on stocks as well to help them make informed decisions. So the numbers you're seeing here are personalized to me. But again, that's if you want to pick individual stocks. I'm pushing you more towards the index funds and the ETFs, right? So, and Hunter, I'll explain that and show that's a really, really great question. And I appreciate that feedback because feedback makes us better. Like a perfect landing starts with a perfect pattern, right? Anyways, for those of you wondering, where am I going to find these S&P 500 ETFs growing at this certain rate and everything else, right? I picked 3 of them here for you. This one's actually one of my favorites. It's the Vanguard one. And typically to get in these types of funds, you need $10,000 to even invest in it. You can start with just $5, hopping yourself in there and getting yourself involved in that. Of course, we've got the Bitcoin ETFs. If you want your precious minerals, gold, silver, everything else is done here. And the best part, and you know this very well, Hunter, is we incorporate an entire learn function in all of this as well in everything that we do. So you'll see a learn tab down. I can't pull it up now because this actually I can make this a little bit smaller here. I'll show you so you can see it because I got this too stretched out. It's not letting me make it any smaller. Hold on one second. View smaller. There we go. So we have the full learn section there too. So you can look at retirement. I'm talking about, hey, you know, Jim Carrey, Hunter, just came out of retirement because he ran out of money in retirement, where we talk about that and why that happened. Stocks, crypto, what is a spot? Look, there's Magda. What is a spot Bitcoin ETF? It is your education on the go to help you get smart about your investing as well. And of course, Hunter, as I was alluding to, your retirement, and set up your retirement account with your retirement goals with customized portfolios to you. So like you said in the comments, Hunter, it's scary because, like, where do I start? Like, I need someone to do the work for me. Well, with the power of artificial intelligence and personalization to you, this is what I've been doing for the past 20 years for our family. I've just finally gotten it out of my head and into code and everything else so others can use it and enjoy it. Like Hunter, you know us personally, so you know how blessed Magda and I have been in our financial situation. And it's because of making smart investments, right? Hunter's been to some of our physical investments and businesses we've invested in as well. All that is possible because of these small, one foot in front of the other, and working on all this stuff. These are the tools built behind it so you can see all of that. And yes, the Jim Carrey thing is for real. He just came out of retirement. He's gonna make movies again because he ran out of money, bought too much house, had to sell it. A lot of little things happen along the way. But anyways, here is your IRA you can set up, Hunter, to get that going. You asked about the Moolah meter. Obviously, a higher score would show better, but again, every stock is going to rank differently for you, Hunter. And honestly, at the end of the day, Hunter, this is an amazing feature. And if you want to pop in here and say, you know what, I'm very passionate about my Tesla. I love it. I want to invest in some Tesla. Oh, it's only a 0.26. Okay, it's still a positive number, but it's not in a great spot right now, right? And we base this on price and where it's at and everything else too. So you can kind of see, this is your instrument panel. This is your 6-pack. It's 6 things on purpose. And each one of these you can click on to learn more and see a video to understand your financial instruments. This was inspired from all my years in aviation. Like, in my airplane, I have 6 instruments that at any given time I can see, hey, what just happened 30 seconds ago, what's happening right now, and what's likely to happen the next 30 seconds if I keep doing what I'm doing. That is exactly what this is. That is exactly why we created Moolah, to give you that intelligence to make smart decisions. This is like a glass panel now, though. But you get it. You understand it a little bit. Rami, I see your comment over there on Instagram. It says, I have a plan with limited time I have to work with, but I'm listening to your sound financial advice. Rami, thank you for that. Rami, do you mind me asking how long you want to retire? In 10 years? You want to retire in 15 years? Like, and if you're not comfortable sharing, you don't have to share. But I'd just be curious so I can kind of give some more tailored advice to that with everything else. Austin said, do you still, I got to put this up. This is good. Austin said, do you still fly every day? Well, Austin, so I'll share something with you. Right now I'm flying maybe twice a week as far as that goes. I have a new toy too, Austin. I'll be posting it on our personal Instagram here. That's this one where Magda just commented from, the Jason and Magda. You probably follow us there too. I'll be posting it there maybe this week sometime, but Hunter, you'll like it too. We just got a new toy that I've been flying quite a bit in the flight levels. That's your hint. That's your hint. In the flight levels. And thank you, Austin. Said, I love your financial and aviation expertise. Well, I appreciate that a ton as well. We're very, very blessed. Very, very blessed. There's my pretty wife. There she is. Look, airplane emojis. I got to organize this so people on Instagram can see this better. Somebody said, Jason, no one on Instagram can see it because it's vertical video. How's that, Magda? Is that better? I hope so. Awesome. Yeah, maybe we'll be posting about that this week as well. So anyways, you got to see a sneak peek of the Moolah app. I would love when it hits the App Store this week, if you would hop in there. I am always learning. So feedback is always very much appreciated. You can say you were the first customers in Jason and Magda's latest venture and latest idea. You're getting it at the ground floor. Sounds compelling, right? Either way, we love you guys and we love your feedback, and we're just truly so thankful for what you all are doing. I want to chat with Rami real quick though. Rami said 10 to 15 years, can go 20. Rami, let's go. Can we go back to that math? Let's go back to that math, okay? Let's go back to the math we were just talking about. Let me go find my cursor. It's all over the place here. Give me 1 second. Let's go back to the math, Rami. All right, if you've got 20 years $5 a day. Let me zoom in. $5 a day at 9%, even though we just learned we're doing 10.7% over the last 30 years. Let's say we go 15 years. Okay, 55,000, not super exciting, but getting there. Can we push 20 years and get $100,000? Okay, that's great. Rami, I'm going to make a strong case that while $5 a day may work for someone like Austin or Hunter that are watching this and have more time to go, they can go the full 30, 35 years. And by the way, Austin, Hunter, and others watching, and there's many others watching, they're just being quiet in the comments. You can do 10 a day, 15 a day. I mean, $10 a day is $300 a month. Y'all have car payments more than that. Like, don't tell me you can't do that. So Rami, can we get to the place where we can end up doing $300, $400, $500 a month? Do we have to make more? Do we have to cut back? What do I need to sell? What lifestyle changes do I need to make, if any, by the way, Rami, if any? Think about it that way when you look at that as well. In Austin, launch day, we are in, I'm just pending Apple's approval. The app will be out as soon as it hits the App Store. I'll email everybody, and you'll hear about it on here as well. Magda put it in there in the chat as well. Rami, if I was in your shoes, I would set up 2 vehicles. I'm going to use Moolah again as the example here. Let me get Moolah open so I can see it here too. Rami, if I was you, I would go the $5 a day plan. I would do it. I wouldn't do it all in Tesla, although we drive a Tesla and enjoy it. I would do it in an IRA, an individual retirement account, because there's the tax benefit of all that for you when it comes to withdrawals, depending if you do a traditional or a Roth, and I explain all of those differences in the app. And in addition to that, doing the traditional Moolah brokerage account and putting it in an S&P 500 index fund. If you want some diversification, the NASDAQ 100 gives you the technology and all the latest in AI, a Bitcoin ETF if you really want to add some serious diversity and some potential great upside in there as well. I'm very confident in crypto. We'll talk about crypto more coming up. I'm a big fan and believer in crypto. Rami, with 15, 20 years left, you need to have a kind of a double strategy here. Set up the IRA and set up the investment account and do it. And again, this is not a plug just because Magda and I made Moolah. You've got to do it in a low fee environment. And that's what Moolah is. Typical mutual funds, these funds charge you like 2%, and it's ridiculous. If you're only making 8% a year and they take 2%, you just cut down to 6%. Yet I just told you how painful it is. A 1% difference over 35 years is worth $100,000. That's why it's so important to watch these fees, and that's really why we made Moolah, is to work towards reducing all those fees. Yes, we certainly have bills to pay and everything else, and there's a very, very small fee. It's 0.05%. That means for every $1,000, we take 50 cents, right? It's a volume play, right? A little different than our last business, huh, Hunter? And that's what we're really working at. Rami says, I have the goal of having $10,000 to invest by the end of the year. Hey, everybody, can we rally around? I want to put it up for everyone to see. Can we all come to agreeance with Rami and agree, Rami, you are going to have $10,000 by the end of 2025. You have my agreement. You have my wife's agreement. You have Hunter and Austin, whoever else is out there watches. You have everyone's agreement. You're going to get it done. And again, I'm not pitching here. I hope you use a great tool like Moolah to do that, to give you the transparency over your finances as well and reduce those fees and everything else, just to continue to add value with that. Magda agrees. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Magda. So listen, I'm 10 minutes long. I only wanted to go 20 minutes today. We are going to continue to dive into the nitty gritty of investing, making smart decisions in everything we do, because that 9% return is there for you and you can do it. And again, I'll keep you posted as the app gets ready to launch and everything else. So I'll totally keep you posted on that as well. Hunter said over on TikTok, you've got this, Rami. See, you got it. Hunter also said, I'm a smart girl, but I definitely need this stuff dumbed down for me. And Hunter, since you know us from our past business, You know, one thing we are very good at is taking complex subjects and breaking them down into plain conversational English with stories and everything else. So we got your back, girl. Don't you worry one bit. So anyways, very, very exciting. Thank you to everybody for just hanging out with us. More great content coming tomorrow night. So 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm telling you, set it up, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Check the video in the morning, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Again, if you don't already like and subscribe, I'm sure you do, but please do, because now we're getting into the fundamentals. We're teaching you how to get your hands dirty and let compound interest work for you instead of you paying it to the banks, to the credit card companies, to everybody else. It's all about getting smarter with what you're doing. So listen, have a blessed, abundant, outstanding rest of your evening. I look forward to seeing you all back tomorrow. I'll see y'all.